Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Small Business Spotlight. I'm Tony Miltenberger with my co host, Greg Fay, and every single week we do our very best to introduce you to some of the incredible members of the business community. Greg, why don't you tell us who we have on the show this week?
Ben, this is going to be a good one. I say that every week and they keep getting better, but I know Renee and Dave Schrader, owners of Epic Dance Academy. I know them personally because Renee was my daughter's dance coach for the longest time, and my daughter just has an ongoing love affair with Renee. And so it's exciting. I'm really happy to have both of you guys on. Really happy to talk about your story. I think there's a lot of things that can be learned. So take it away, Tony.
Yeah, Renee, I want to start with you. One of the things that I learned as I was doing a little bit of prep for today's dialogue is that you were former Miss Junior All American dancer. You've won numerous awards, and now you're teaching others. And so I'm curious, how does one go from being an expert dancer to an expert coach of dancers? Like, what's that transition been like for you?
Well, I think there's choices because I remember in the day when I was younger and my husband would be like, let's move to New York. Okay, this ages me like MTV type. And you can, or California or somewhere where the industry is very large. And I just really wanted to teach. I just really wanted to teach kids. So I think that the part of me that I love dancing, it is so enjoyable. It's relieving. It's expressive. Um, but there was this drive with kids, and I was young. I don't know where that came from. I was still a kid. I started teaching at 16, and then started doing uh, more of my own team and business things at 18. So I was still a kid now when I look back. However, that's what I wanted to do. So I feel like my passion was really dance was the side note. And that's kind of what I tell people now. Dance was the side note, love of kids and helping guide, strengthen, build their confidence and things. That's actually where I went. And to say where that came from, I honestly just walked right into it.
Hmm.
I just walked into it from a kid straight into it, 18. And, maybe, I do tell people that Dave and I are very immature adults because all we do is hang out with kids. So maybe we just I didn't want to give up my kidism. But it is fun though because I get to share the opportunities, the things that I did with these kids. Some may choose to be strong and continue their dancing, like as in Taylor. She continues. Some are going to be, police officers or, mamas and, all these different things, all these opportunities out there. And I think I just had a little bit of both. Dance was my thing, but I wanted to capture the kids.
Dave, as you step into that, I wanted to ask a quick question to you real fast is how did you know that it was the right thing to do to support your wife's dreams and opening up what would become kind of this huge dance studio in our community?
I mean, how can you quell somebody's passion?
Mm.
I, you can't. You have to support it and just go with it. And we met very early on. We were actually 17 when we met each other at a teen dance club. And we have always talked from, I mean, the very early on in our relationships of whatever we did in life, we wanted to do something with kids.
Yeah.
I went into the soccer field, coached soccer for 20 plus years, but we always did something in dance. She was always doing the community-based drill teams or the instruction and that type of stuff. But I was always there in the background, the rah-rah cheerleader for her.
I know that
Does that
there's
answer that?
so many. Oh, I'm sorry, Dave. I know there's so many moving pieces to running a business, number one, handling the business side of it, managing, because I've coached before and Tony's coached. There's also the part of handling the parents because you're in charge of their most precious cargo. So I want to know, and Renee, you can go first, and then Dave, you can chime in. How do you guys manage the parent management, the business side of it, and then the teaching management? Because really, there's so many moving pieces. We see so many business owners that are husband and wife combinations. Tell us a little bit about that dynamic of how you manage those three things.
Well, for me, I teach. Dave does not teach, so he did tap as a little boy. So there's that. So for me, I have the teaching side, and over the years, as we've grown, I've stepped back a little bit from teaching because I have to do more of the business side. So that was very big step for me, and very kind of hard emotionally, honestly, because I'm used to being with the kids all the time, and so to step back, that was a challenge, but we made it. So I then was always in the office, obviously, but as the studio got larger, more demands. So I had to pick and choose so that the business would still rise and the kids were still supported by people that the professionals that we hired in and the certifications that we get our teachers on board with. So with that, I'm stepped away from teaching. I still do teach a little bit. I don't know that I'll ever step away even with a cane. I mean, I'm still going to be in there doing something. So I do more of the business side, which is so not the fun side for me. That is not my personality. However, it is our business. So therefore, you have to learn, grow, educate, repeat, fall down, mess up, learn, grow, educate. So we just got back home from a huge conference in Chicago, and I've been there 7 times, every year, and then you go and you think, okay, well, what am I going to get? Oh, I really came home with something. I've done this so many years, but it's like you change, we evolve, we change. And we step into doors that maybe we didn't think, want, or expect, but we step into those. With parents, that's a door that we have had 100% amazing parents at Epic. Now, are there conflicts at times and conflicts we don't understand? Yes. But that's what's great about our community. There are other places. If you don't like Papa John's, you can also go to Donato's here. You can go to, there are different places that you can go. Um, it's hard to make everybody happy, so therefore we try, but we do not succeed because there's no way that everyone is going to fit one profile. It's just not going to happen. So we do have open studios here, like or open lobbies. So during COVID, that killed so many businesses, and our parents were amazing. Actually, Greg, you and Stacy Taylor was here during that time, and we continued and we pushed through that. And when the doors opened again, buddy, I ripped signs down. Let's get you all in the lobby. We have popcorn week here. We pull it up, and we have popcorn for the parents and the kids so they can watch. It's like TV, a movie, and a snack. So they're watching their kids in the lobby because we have the TVs. Dave knows more what that's called, but they're just TVs that show the rooms. And so it's really great. The parent involvement is amazing. It is not perfect for every person. For us, it's very perfect, but we don't know every person. So
That's so
I don't know
good.
if I covered them all. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I think that's great. I think I love the way you kind of lean into that. Dave, let me ask you this. I know that there are a lot of entrepreneurs who are listening who have partners, right? And one of the hard part about having a business partner is making decisions when maybe you guys have different visions or different even just operating styles and that kind of stuff. As you think about I would imagine being married to your business partner is also an added an added dynamic. How do you and Renee make sure that you're locked in step together on the decisions and make those big decisions together, like when to pivot, how to pivot, what's it look like? What's that process look like for you? What can we learn from that experience?
For us, even to this day, we were just talking about this. This is our 15th year um, in this particular business together. We were just talking about that earlier today. For us, I think it comes down to we really do talk to one another, really try to get one another's insight. But at the end of the day, one of the two of us has to be that person that makes that final decision. And we kind of know our roles. And I don't mean that in a bad way or anything, but this is Renee's field. This is not my field. I'm here to support her in every way, shape, form I can. But she's the captain of the ship. So if she says, hey, we need to go left, I may, okay, she's over there cheering. She may say we need to go left, and I may think we need to go right. We have an open relationship that we can talk about that, and it may change her mind, it may not. But if at the end of the day, if she says no, we need to go right, I have to trust in her that her vision is where we need to go because she has the expertise in this area. Does that make sense?
I get that. That's good, Dave. So, what makes every business has to have some kind of competitive advantage over their competitors? Renee, you made mention of other dance academies in the community, and I'm sure they have their own competitive advantages. But what do you, when you're talking to a parent that is considering Epic Dance Academy, what are the one or two or maybe even three things that you really use to sell what you guys do?
Well, I think our value is, well, we have a lot. So it's funny you say one, two, or three. I love Epic Dance Academy, so I'm like, can I write them all down and send them to you? But when people come in, I love to go over, like, with the technical side. We have educated instructors, we have professionals, and we have ongoing certifications through things out there to help grow the kids, and also certifications and things to nurture the kids. Not all kids are on the same level. So I have like certification in Rhythm Works, which is it's a certification that helps kids with disabilities. Any kid can be in the class. However, to understand if they have sensitivity, sensory issues, if they're maybe just challenging for whatever way. We have teachers that are certified in acrobatic arts, which is very important. The safety of educating your kids how to do the things. So I like to share those things with flexibility. We have teachers that are certified with Alexa, which is a flexibility program. And our certifications just go on. When they come in, I like to point out our floors are made for dancers. Dave had, I think, built, I don't know, about 6 different floors for us. But they are a sprung floor. When I say that, sometimes people think gymnastics. No, you're not going to see your kids going boing boing. They are a sprung floor though for dancers. Yeah, your dancers aren't going to be like flinging along. We we also, I love that it's very inviting in the lobbies. That is something very huge. A lot of parents want to watch their kids. I watched my kids all the way up till they were last year of their soccer season at practice. They're driving their own cars. I want to see them. And so I feel like the value, the things that make us different is very openness. It's upfront, and you get what you get here, for sure. So if you want honesty, that's here. Openness, the education, and the like the technical side of like the floors, the safety for that. So I feel like we cover from, being happy people all the way around safe and educated by amazing humans.
One of the things I wonder about often in the type of business where it's constantly a flux of people, right? Dancers come in, dancers leave. You obviously have your rocks, kind of your corner, like the Taylor Joes of the world, who are going to be around forever and a day. What's it like for you guys to grieve when someone moves on after you've poured your heart and soul into them? How does that affect both of you? Dave, I'd love to start with you, and then Renee, go to you next.
Well, I mean, it's a coaching thing. Even though we're talking about business stuff, this is it's so relatable to coaching because you can have somebody that you've coached up for a long time and then for whatever reason they move or choose another team, whatever the case may be. It is like losing a child. You've watched, we as dancers, I tell people all the time, I have two sons and at any given time 80 plus daughters,
Hmm.
because that's what it feels like for us, that all of these kids are, if you are willing to bring your child to our dance studio and give us 45 minutes or however long we have with your kid, you're entrusting your child, your precious commodity, with us. We're going to treat that child just the same way we would treat our own child, if not even better, because they're your child, not ours. But you watch these kids grow up, and some of these kids, especially like when Taylor left, I mean, come on, I'm a grown man. That was hard. That was hard. I can't even imagine for you, Greg. But yeah, you get attached to these kids. And even though you don't try to show favoritism or anything like that, in your heart and in your mind, there's just these kids, you watch them grow up and you see great things for them. And then it's different than a family situation because when they do leave our business, many times we don't see them after that. So we don't get to see the end result. But we we are blessed many times too where we get to see the Taylors of the world, where we get to
Yeah.
invited to go see them dance in college. And that's huge, huge honor. It's why we do what we do.
Renee, what about you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think I have three kids that were named after me when they were born. I was at one of their birth. And I'm actually serious.
Yeah.
I really do have kids named after me. Um, and then, and I still, and I'm so close with my very first group of kids. So close. Not every one of them are around, but I tell you, no fact that they are, that group is only like 7 6 7 years younger than me. So when I was younger though, they were young. They were 6 7 years younger than me. But then as we got older, you know how that goes. They catch up. I don't know how that happens. Magically, Dave and I are not aging. But so it's a really cool trick. If you come to Epic Dance Academy, you will not age. I'm just saying.
Why you
Okay.
won't?
So our I think people are at the front door already. So um the I cannot, you actually made my eyes water up. I don't know when crying came around for me because I was tough. I'm a redhead for real, fake now, but for real all my life, redhead. So I mean, it is passion, and these kids are like, they're everything. So when you said when they leave, or what does it do? Oh my gosh, it's like a dagger to the heart. Like when uh it's different daggers. The dagger comes in when you're like, they're like, you know, you have no idea why they're leaving. Something's gone down. This happens. And then they leave, and then things, and you're like, what even happened? I had you at 4. And I'm like, what is going on? That's the part I was talking about earlier. You just don't know. And then but then you have your students that dance and still stay, like when we go watch Taylor invites us to go watch her at school, and we definitely have done that. And now another one of our students are there, Elena. But then another student's there. Her name's Elena. She was on the dancing with them, but then stopped. But yet when we go there, Elena meets up with us. So it's like it's just this huge
Hmm.
connection. that that those connections when they leave is more just sad because you're like, well, I remember a girl asked me, well, should I go? It wasn't Taylor. Should I go to this college or should I stay here at Wright State? Well, I knew she could be a second time. You can dance one your freshman year with us in college. You can still dance here at Epic, depending on your age, most of the time. And I wanted to be so selfish. I wanted to be like, girl, listen, you should stay at Wright State. And I was like, okay, this is what I want you to do. However, you need to write pros cons. I went through, daggone that girl. She chose Bowling Green, but anyway, that's okay. We still see her dance, and again, it's not Taylor. But so it is so hard. The last thing that we deal with, so we deal with the ones that, like, I don't like you anymore. I'm not sure why. I did my best. I don't know. I don't get that one. That's the dagger. And then the ones that like Taylor that move, and it's just sad, or somebody moves to Florida or whatever, life happens. And then you have I support our community and it's amazing. I raise kids through this studio, technically sound. We all raise them, our teachers. And then there's a school program, there's a dance team here. So, that's hard because we're losing kids we love and we raised them, and they are now, it's like, oh well, now I'm at this level, so I'm going to go, which, good to them. I coached that type of stuff, I performed that type of stuff, I coached studio, I performed studio, so I get it all. But none of it is fun, Tony. None of it. It's
No
all
doubt.
sad. Look, I actually have a tear, and that's so true.
I think you did a great job of describing. We're winding up here. I want to give you just a tip here. We're going to ask you guys about a couple local businesses that you would like to see on our podcast. So I'll kind of plant that seed here for a second. But in a minute for each one of you guys, and if you can keep it to a minute, that'd be awesome. In a minute, you guys have went through some difficult stuff, business stuff. Uh, how, not so much what was it that you went through, but more, what was the thing that got you through the difficult thing? Dave, I'll go first. You got a minute. Tell me, how did you get through the difficult times?
Faith,
I thought
faith.
Dave was frozen.
I'm sorry. No, I mean that faith and just not having any other option. What? It's not like we got. Listen, we own a dance studio. It's not like we've got tons of money. Our profit margins are very small. We are a very competitively priced dance studio. We have that is our business. That is our livelihood. So we have no choice. So we had to have faith and continue. You know, I'm prior military, and Renee could have been, because when those times happen, we both just pull up our bootstraps and carry on.
Renee, what about you? In one
So,
minute, what are the things that have gotten you through the toughest times?
well, I have to say that that's funny because I like to talk. So you're like, 1 minute, Renee, 1 minute. Okay. So, like, literally faith, 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 faith. That is huge. Epic is huge on that. You choose your ways. This is our way. I have a thing in my office that says ASAP, always stop and pray. And I just, not, I have faith in where we're going with our students and in Jesus. I have faith in mine and Dave's relationship. We've been together 35 years. Well, married 35, together almost 37. So, we you just have to keep going. We have no other option. I am not cute enough to go sell candy bars to pay my electric bill. I mean, I would like to. I would love to do that, but I can't. So, faith and just go at it. Keep going. When you get kicked in the teeth, and we have been kicked in the teeth, and you just lift your head up and you go forward and get dentures. So
Hey, Tony, real quick, isn't it ironic? And I say this so many times, but there's so many commonalities from all of these business owners that we have on. They say just keep going. They keep marching forward, no matter what kind of jumps out of the bushes at them. They keep on going. So that is a common thing, and I think I can see where it's taking you through. Tone.
It's so good. So good. Okay, guys, last question we love to ask people. Rapid fire question. Who are 3 businesses that you know of, local businesses that we need to have on the spotlight? Renee, you go first. What's number 1?
wow, this is rapid fire. I want to go second. Wait, look, it went like nowhere.
Just one. Just one.
Well, I mean, the first place I think of is the Nail Cafe because it's right here.
Love it. The Nail Cafe. Who owns it?
I know Kelly and her husband own it.
Great.
Yeah.
Great.
I mean,
Dave,
and
number
then-
2. Dave, number 2.
Meridian.
Oh, Meridian. That's a good one.
Oh
Not
yeah.
high up that.
Yeah,
Love
we
it.
know their owners.
Love it. Renee, number 3.
I'm probably missing like a really close friend or something right here.
Yeah, I'm sure you are, and they're going to take it personal.
Can you tell I was not a good tester?
Oh, go ahead, Dave. You
Go,
got
Dave,
it.
Go.
Centerville Nutrition.
Oh, that's a good one. Centerville Nutrition.
Absolutely amazing.
So
I was
good.
gonna say
All local business owners.
the cafe next to Nail Cafe, but I think didn't you just do something there?
Yeah,
Greg?
flavors. Yeah.
Flavors, they're so yummy. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good.
My life only goes from my house to here, so I go by that area. That's all I know.
You're in a great place. We haven't had Tuscany's people on yet either. We should do
Yeah.
that too,
Yeah.
Greg. Tuscany's. So that's good. Okay, friends. Well, that's our podcast for today. As always, thank you to our incredible guests who make this show so much fun. Thank you to everyone who's listening. Make sure to hit that subscribe button on our YouTube channel and share this episode with a friend. It may be somebody who you know is getting kicked in the teeth right now and needs to remember to put their dentures in, and let's get to it. As always, it is our pleasure to bring this service to our community because we know that small businesses are at the heart of all that we do. So thank you, and we can't wait to see you guys next week on the Ohio Business Spotlight.